All right, y'all. So apparently Justin Bieber and Hailey are going through some difficulty in their marriage. So there's some rumors going around about Justin and Hailey doing things separate, and it's very awkward that they're not doing things together. And there's some signs and alerts that are going off in people's minds because a lot of things just don't seem right, and Justin just doesn't look right mentally. So I found a video here, and we're really going to get into this video. Let me see this video if I can find it again. Just very interesting how this video is just pans out, and like how there's so many people talking about like they're even on the brink of divorce. But I'm gonna give you also a response from Justin as well. So this is from, give this to Stant video. Let's go ahead and play it and see. Let me see. Let's go ahead and play it.
No wonder Justin Bieber looks so pained when he's with Hailey. These three details reveal everything. Recently, Justin Bieber and Hailey attended a brand launch event together. Notably, when Justin Bieber was taking photos with fans, he had a beaming smile. However, when Hailey interacted with him intimately, Justin Bieber even showed a look of distaste. The reason behind this is heartbreaking. First of all, Hailey is always comparing herself to Selena. Justin Bieber's past romantic entanglements have made the relationship between Hailey and Selena complicated. Recently, Selena received several award nominations, which drew media attention and sparked discussions. Unable to accept Selena's success, Hailey tries to be overly affectionate with her boyfriend in front of the cameras. This frustrates Justin Bieber, as he feels he's being used as a tool. Secondly, Hailey has her own ambitions. She has always been eager to gain a firm foothold in the fashion and entertainment industries. Hailey takes advantage of Justin's emotional dependence on her to keep him trapped in this marriage. When Justin realizes he's being exploited, he's filled with pain, yet he can't break.
Very interesting. First off, I'm trying to figure out how the media knows so much about Justin's relationship, like personal relationship, right? And it's funny because we all know as today, media tends to take famous people and make up a story. Now, I'm not saying what they're saying is completely incorrect, but to get this type of information of knowing if Hailey is doing all this for, like, trying to get, it's like she's at competition with Selena. That's what this video is kind of like telling me. Like Selena and Justin had a relationship, of course, and even though this relationship has been broken off so long ago, that somehow Justin is struggling because of his past relationships, I'm guessing. And I'm guessing Selena somehow left a mark on him that's causing him to react a certain way, that's causing Hailey feeling like she's at competition with her. So I can get that because, as women would say, women are usually not in competition with men, but usually in competition with women, especially when it comes to women. If you had an ex that definitely brought a lot of damage into y'all's relationship, and there's like a lot of emotional attachment even after the breakup, then more than likely the next relationship that you're going to be in, especially if you mention your ex a lot, your new partner is going to feel like they're at competition with that person, even though that person is no longer in your life. But the question is still remains, like, how do you know that is the reason why they're going through difficulty? Now, I'm going to go ahead and get this off here because I'm going to show you guys what Justin said, if I can pull this up right quick. And Justin responded to all the rumors about divorce or the rumors of Justin and Hailey getting divorced. Let me see here. Justin Bieber responds to Hailey Bieber divorce rumors. And the reason why I'm saying all this is it's so true. Like, think about what Justin has been through. He's been through so much more than just bad relationships, right? And I'm not going to say some other things that he's been through, which I believe is the major cause. Of course, you guys probably all know, but it went viral, of course, and people are speculating this is the reason why he's really going through what he's going through. But apparently, it's way much more than just relationships. But this is what Justin had to say about all these critics. Let me see if I can find it here. So Justin Bieber has addressed ongoing divorce rumors surrounding his marriage to Hailey Bieber through a series of emotional Instagram posts. He acknowledged the speculation and admitted it's really up for us. That's understandable why people can't stand it. I'm not sure if he's saying or talking about like people being jealous of his, marriage or relationship. But then he goes on saying, I don't blame him, adding, Hailey and I are the Jones that are impossible to keep up with. Now, I understand that when you are a famous figure and a public figure, of course, you go in hiding. It's really you're definitely going to be working on projects, especially if you're doing music. I don't think Justin has really been doing too many crazy shows and music and everything, but like I'm pretty sure he is still a busy guy, especially now that he has a child. In the same post, Bieber suggests people are jealous. Okay, I guess that's my answer right there, of their relationship. He wrote, honestly, if I were you, it would be hard not to be jealous if I saw me and Hailey going so brazy. So I'm guessing what Justin is saying is like our relationship, our marriage is doing way better than what you're saying. And people just hate to see that we are doing good. So in other words, people want to see in a way them break up for some odd reason and create all sorts of rumors and story that their marriage is not going great. He seemingly discussed the public's treatment of him, saying, they treat me like a blank. I'm not going to say it out here. You guys know it. But if I remember that I am flawed too and God forgave me, it helps me to stop feeling better than those people who are mean and hurtful. So lastly, let me see, say Bieber also reflected on his behavior, admitting, when I'm really honest, I can be mean and hurtful too. I'm not sure if Justin is particularly talking about his marriage. If he say, hey, sometimes I might respond out of if he's saying this being hurtful, he might be responding out of his trauma, right? Maybe towards Hailey, but I'm not going to put any rumors to speculate either. Or it could just be towards other people, or maybe even towards people who make up some type of stories and rumors. Who knows? But he's just basically saying, I'm just being honest that I can be hurtful too. My instinct is to be like, darn, I would gossip and spread lies about someone on the internet. And this is true, guys. I just said this. A lot of times the internet want to hype things up, especially a public figure, and get you to instantly like gravitate towards that thing, make up a story that's not even true, right? But there's other blank I'm not proud of. So Bieber is also saying, hey, listen, I'm not perfect and I do stuff that I'm not proud of. And I think that's fair. Like for him to be a human being and being honest with this response, you could tell that he's not being snappy with it. He's being very honest with it. He emphasized forgiveness, stating the message is forgiveness. Jesus forgives who the culture never forgives. That's crazy good. That's crazy good. It seems like to me, guys, Justin falls back on God's grace. As I believe when you become a public figure, you become a demand to people, right? They demand things from you, and instead of seeing the good in you, they always want to try to point out the bad in you, especially if you are a public figure, because you can do everything right and it takes only one time for something to happen, and then all of a sudden you have all sorts of lies and stories and rumors come up about you, and then all of a sudden it's just crazy, right? And so I love the fact that he responds that the culture never forgives. Like, the world is never going to forgive you for not being, excuse me, the world is not going to forgive you for being human. In other words, like, you can fall all day, and human beings are natural to say, "Ha ha, look at you," right? People prey on your downfall, right? But Jesus forgives, right? So I think we too should be praying for Justin Bieber. And I don't know what's currently going through his marriage, right? But I do know we should be praying for the brother. And everybody, I don't care if you're famous or not, everybody needs prayer. Everybody needs encouragement. Everybody needs guidance, right? And for many artists who aren't like Justin Bieber, who doesn't have an attitude and character like Justin Bieber, some artists will be prideful and not admitting their faults or wrongness. They'll actually, respond into pridefulness and thinking that they're the man. Versus Bieber, he is responding with humility and saying, "Hey, listen, Jesus forgives." And I just love that. So I think when it comes to this, I'm pretty sure, just summarizing it all, I do notice, though, that every now and then I do see something odd, right? And I think it's because, in my opinion, I believe Justin has a lot of trauma and past trauma that he probably is actually going to counseling for. I don't know if he is, but I'm assuming he is. And maybe he's just learning how to heal, right? And people, when they see that, they don't like that. Or when he is healing and then he messes up, you have all these people just putting weight on him for being human. So I think that's what's going on. I think that might be the reason why the marriage is being affected. And listen, guys, in marriage, you have to understand, marriage is a partnership, right? It's a covenant. It's not something that you just say, "Oh, I don't love this person no more because this person is treating me like, or not respecting me, or a little pet peeves that go on in marriage, or he or she won't talk to me because maybe of some past things that are coming up and he needs too much space." And it's not about what you want, right? It's all about you serving your partner. So maybe what I'm trying to say, I was just making up some stuff right there from the examples. What I'm trying to say is, maybe Hailey, is dealing with some trauma from him that's kind of rocking the marriage, but it's not rocking the marriage in a point where it is causing them to separate or divorce. It might just be to the point to where, hey, she is supporting him and she is still loving him, but it's just hard. It's tough. It's difficult, right? But of course, you have all these people filming and saying, "Oh, Hailey came out of another restaurant and Justin came out of another restaurant, and the same restaurant, but they left, separately." And guys, I mean, think about it. He's big time. Who knows what's going on, right? Maybe they met for lunch or dinner or something like that. And they had something busy that was going on, so they just decided to meet, in the middle. And then when they left, they just decided to go about their way to finish what they were doing throughout the day. So it's not very clear what's going on, but this is just my thoughts and speculation. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Comment below on what you guys think. And yeah, hopefully Justin is doing just fine, and his marriage is definitely accelerating. But I can imagine his trauma is definitely affecting, the marriage. I don't think in a bad way. I think it's tough. It's hard. Marriage is tough. It's hard. And, when you're married, you have to support, as well as I am. You have to support your spouse and whatever is going on, and your spouse has to support you in whatever going on in your life. So, all right, y'all, I'm out. So I'll see you guys in the next video.